Hey guys, I'm about ready to take off for a weekend trip, so I won't be able to post another video until probably early next week, but I just wanted to comment really quickly on Andrej Karpathy's departure from Tesla. A lot of people speculating that he may have been under a lot of pressure from Elon Musk and others to constantly perform. My personal opinion is that he has a lot of things that he'd like to accomplish in his life, and I think working at Tesla is extremely stressful. There's a lot of pressure. I don't think it has anything to do with him losing confidence in the company. I don't think it has anything to do with him just saying goodbye because there's something better to do necessarily. I think that it mainly comes down to himself satisfying what he'd like to do in life, and I think his sabbatical helped solidify that. He really, I think, had some time to reflect. Now, a lot of people are also speculating that, why would he have left if they're so close to solving full self-driving? And if they really were that close to solving full self-driving, and with all the projects going on with the humanoid robot that they've been working on, and by the way, these are the two biggest visions that Elon Musk has for his company. A lot of people are speculating that, or they're saying rather that because of these things, it's kind of weird that he would leave. So in other words, people are kind of alluding to the fact that maybe Tesla's not as close as they say they are, and alluding to the fact that maybe this is a bearish signal for Tesla in the long term, or even in the short term. I would probably disagree with that. I think that there's a lot of people doing a lot of work on the full self-driving and on the AI that goes into the humanoid robot that don't need Karpathy's involvement. I don't think he needs to be there for all of that. He's a great educator. Sure, he's a great pioneer in the industry, and I think he's a good leader. He also provides a lot of input technically, but all in all, he's not the main person. I love the fact that Tesla respected him so that he could go out and provide a public platform, like he spoke on AI Day, and I think he'll probably still consult the engineers at Tesla moving forward into the future. It'll just be really interesting to see where he ends up next and what his biggest goal will be, which we still don't know exactly, but where he's going to land and what he's going to actually work on, nobody knows right now, but it's going to be fascinating to find out. So all in all, I think that this is not a bad thing for Tesla. I'm still confident that the AI with the vision approach that he helped to lead will be the actual solution for full self-driving. It's just going to take a while. I think it's a lot longer than people think. The one thing I'm discouraged by or disappointed in is Elon Musk constantly over-promising and under-delivering. I think we're all tired of that. But I think it's safe to say that there's a solid team that's still working on this, and they will continue working on achieving full self-driving. They may need some upgrades to the hardware. They're definitely going to need upgrades to the software. They've kind of thrown things out and started over in the past. So you never know what's going to happen moving forward, but there's talk of this dojo. I think that could be a big deal moving forward. Hardware 11, not hardware 11, but software, the full self-driving beta version 11, it sounds like is not going to be as big of a deal as originally they were saying it would be. So 10.13 hopefully will come out here soon, and we can see some improvements, especially on the unprotected left turns. I love the fact that Elon Musk called out Chuck Cook in his latest tweet. So anyway, with that, I don't think that this is going to affect Tesla tremendously, but yes, it is sad to see him go because he was there for so long and he did contribute so much great content and input to the full self-driving as it stands today. Will it ever come out of beta? Probably not. I mean, if you look at autopilot, it's still in beta itself. So it's probably going to be in beta for a very long time. The robotaxi vision, in my guess, probably won't happen until 2030 or even later than that. We're a long ways away from the system being reliable enough where you can just take a driver out of the driver's seat. That is solving for almost the impossible. So I give Tesla a ton of credit for diving in and taking this challenge, and I'm all for it. That's why I paid for the full self-driving beta package, or the full self-driving package in the very beginning. And everybody who is using beta did not actually pay for beta. They're being let in to help Tesla. And in all honesty, I think there's too many people in the program. And I mean, it's great that they're opening it up to more people, but how much data can they really use? So I think that the AI, once the AI takes over more, I think will be helpful. Maybe they're at that stage. So that's kind of the gray area that we're in right now. We don't know exactly how the algorithms are working, but the best AI is the one that doesn't rely on so much input from the developers. And hopefully there will be a turning point where suddenly, instead of being the slow, linear, almost non-existent linear progress that we've seen so far, it'll suddenly shoot up and become exponential, and we'll all be, extremely amazed. Because since October 24th, 2021, when I first got full self-driving beta, to now, it really hasn't improved as much as I thought it would have. And Elon Musk mentioned in the earnings call, the last one I believe, saying that, hey, if you want to measure the progress, join the program yourself. I don't think that was a great answer, because it really isn't progressing the way that everybody had hoped it would. But again, I remain optimistic, and I think that they have the team in place, and I think that long term, the solution will come out first from Tesla versus other competitors. I think they're still quite a ways beyond the competition. So I'm rooting for Tesla, and I think they can do it. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.